Hi everyone, you're here with Kerryn from Holistic Essentials Therapy and Consulting, and I'm here to do the weekly messages. So I thought that I would jump on live to do this today, and the dates are of course Monday, today the 2nd of April through to, I think it's the 8th, Sunday, yes, the 8th of April 2018. And I hope that you've all had a very happy Easter. Hey EJ, I hope that you've had a time to be with friends and family. And I guess really Easter is about, I know there's a whole other, hi Julie, a whole other realm behind the meaning of Easter, but let's just keep it nice and beautiful and simple. And it's, it's about connecting to the people that we love. It's about giving thanks for all of the blessings that we have in our lives. And it's about recognizing life, and that life has gentle, life goes and it comes back, and it goes and it comes back. Even our cells, our cells die and are regenerated, God knows how many times in our lifetime and every day. So life and death is a very natural part of living this human existence. And sometimes it's not something that we talk about openly or comfortably in Western society. And I just think that, sometimes we need to be just as celebratory of the living experience as we are in the death experience, because, none of us really have the answers of what's on the other side, but from the amount of connections that I've made through spirit, I think that, that there is another realm, another level of existence, another plane of existence, and another vibrational frequency in which we actually merge into upon our death. And while it's sad for everyone else who's left behind, and it's that period of grief and mourning that we all should go through, it's normal, it's a natural process. There is also that other side of it where it's exciting that we get to move on to the next stage and experience the next part of our journeys. Maybe I have a very warped view of that. I've probably had a very long time in my life to think about it. Anyway, the messages for this week. Thank you, angels. Beautiful Doreen Virtues crystal cards. I love them. They're gorgeous. So for today, tomorrow and Wednesday, Aqua Aura. Oh, my favorite. It's actually sitting in the box underneath where I have my phone at the moment, so I can't actually show you the piece of Aqua Aura that I have. Healthy communications in relationships, heart-to-heart discussions, and clear, assertive communication help you understand and be understood. What's really coming through with this for me, as I'm reading this and as I'm looking at this, it's just like a neon sign. It's going boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. And this is probably going to show up back the front because I didn't change the settings for the live, so my apologies. So, healthy communication in relationships. Now, if we think about that, relationships, of course, is that external person outside of ourselves. But how do we communicate with ourselves? How do we treat ourselves? How do we nurture ourselves? How do we love ourselves? How do we speak to ourselves? And so often in relationships, we look for the feelings and the validations of acceptance and respect and value, which we should absolutely have. I'm not questioning that. But we seek it outside of ourselves, and we put that expectation on the other people in our lives for them to be giving to us exactly what it is that we need in order for us to feel whole, in order for us to feel nourished, in order for us to feel cherished and loved. And so what I'm really feeling with this for today, tomorrow and Wednesday, but this is not just limited to those days, this is in general in your daily life. Really look at, how are you communicating with yourself? Are you being honest with yourself? Are you being kind to yourself? And what I've come to know and understand is that nobody can love us any more or any less than we currently love ourselves. And so if I find in my life that I'm not feeling supported, or I'm not feeling valued, or if I'm not feeling loved enough, I don't go and look outside to the people around me. I mean, I jokingly say it to my kids and my family, love me, come on, we're all human. But I'm looking firstly at, where am I actually not loving myself enough right now? How am I not communicating to myself what it is that I'm actually seeking for from somebody else? Then with boundaries, so that's just that one little bit. Then with boundaries, you know what, it's so we and this comes from a need to be loved. I hope I'm not the only person that thinks this, but I feel like I'm generalizing how a lot of people would feel, but I've certainly experienced this in my life. Is I've always been a yes person, you know, that people pleaser that doesn't want to upset anybody and wants everybody to be happy. And so I've really found it difficult in my life to say no, because the thought of saying, the guilt, oh my Lord, the guilt attached to saying no if I didn't feel like doing something, or if I didn't want to do something, you know, if I was asked by friends or family, if I didn't want to do it, I said yes anyway, even if I didn't want to. And then if I had said yes within, say, let's just say I said yes to something 2 weeks ago, I would then spend that next 2 weeks being so annoyed that I had to go and do something that there was nothing wrong with doing it. It wasn't a bad thing, but I just really didn't feel like doing it. But I couldn't bring myself to say no, because the fear of how that would be taken, or how I would be judged, or whether, you know, they would not ask me again, or they would decide, you know, all of this BS that goes on in our heads when we rationalize these things, prevented me from saying no. And it wasn't until I learnt to say no, thank you so much, that's fabulous, I'm going to take a rain check. When can we do a rain check? I'm not really saying no to them. I'm not saying no to the situation. I'm just saying not right now. And so I just feel it's really important to have those healthy boundaries of being able to say no. And what is it that you will or won't accept and tolerate in your life? Where's your boundary? And you know, so often we have a boundary that's here. I'm not going to tolerate anything more than what's here. And then we become a little bit desensitized because, you know, somebody or something in our life might be pushing against that boundary. And so the goalposts get moved out a little bit further and a little bit further. And so you're really being asked this week on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday to have a look at, how are you communicating with yourself? Because if you improve the communication with yourself, you will find that the communication will improve externally with the people around you. Where in your life are you unable to say no? Where are you not setting boundaries? And are you moving the goalposts? So it's really looking at, and this is to do with communication, of course it's communication, but with relationships. And so it's not always our romantic relationships. It can be our kids, it can be our parents, it can be our siblings, it can be anybody. It can be our work colleagues. It can just be our friends. So where is it in your relationships that you currently are not feeling heard, or not in a position or feeling that you can express yourself? And if you're feeling that contraction, that constriction, I can't speak today, I'm so sorry. If you're feeling that, then really have a look at how honestly are you communicating with yourself. All right. Thank you, angels. Oh, and of course, thank you, the beautiful queen of, thank you, Carmela. The beautiful queen of communication is Archangel Gabrielle, who I always ask for her energy to step in, and I feel like she just grabs my hand and holds it to give me the right words, which I stumble over them, but just to give me that clear communication. So if there is a conversation that you're needing to have, or if you're needing to set a boundary and you don't know how to express that, then absolutely call on the beautiful energy of Archangel Gabrielle and just say, thank you, Archangel Gabrielle, for allowing me to open my throat chakra so that your guidance and your insights and your wisdom and your loving words may flow easily through me in this moment, and so it is. Please don't ask me to repeat that, because I'll have to go back and watch it over and over again. So for Thursday, Friday, oh my Lord. So Aphrodite, I think that's how I say it, Aphrodite, increased support. Oh, I love this. I really need a little torch so I can read the words. It's really quite embarrassing. So, all right. Your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to an abundance of help and support. How good is that? I love that. We want to be open to receiving the support of the universe. So often what we do, so immediately my intention is being brought to my heart chakra, and I'm obviously there's a lot of beautiful emerald green in this card as well. So of course that is the color of the heart chakra, but I'm just feeling all of this pressure in my heart chakra and my throat chakra. So I'm really wanting to draw on the beautiful energy of this card. Take no notice that the wording is back at the front. So really draw on the energy of that card and that beautiful crystal, and feel, there's actually emerald in all of them. How good is that? Lots of heart energy around at the moment. So really sit into your heart space on Thursday and Friday, and really breathe into your heart, because what happens is we ask for the support of the universe and it's there instantly. The universe instantly gives us exactly what we're asking for. Our loved ones in spirit are there as soon as we even feel them or think about them or have a loving memory of them. Your guardian angels are there with you from the moment of your choosing, thank you, that's not what I was going to say, choosing to re-emerge into this life in human physical form. And you have the beautiful angelic realm, there's guides, there's helpers, there is so much energetic support. We do not live this life isolated just randomly. And for a long time I thought that. I used to just think, are we seriously just ants on this massive planet that are just randomly wandering around in this crazy world, and some dude is up in the sky looking down, laughing at how insane we all are? You know, and I have had these thoughts before, but that's not the case. So the moment that we ask for assistance, now this is where we trip ourselves up and we get in the way. What we do is we then go, right, universe, I need help. I can't do this by myself. I need support. So can you send me this and that, and it'll need to look like this, and it needs to be that person, and they need to do this and they need to do that, and that's how I'm going to get my support. So what we do then is we actually block the flow. And what I've come to know and understand and learnt for myself is that who am I to actually think that I know better than the universe what it is that I need in this moment? We cannot get out of this human concept of a brain and this limited perception that we have, and have that higher perspective looking down on ourselves, looking down on this life, looking down on this journey, and know what it is that we actually need. So we can ask for help. But the trick and the idea is to then go, thank you, I am so open to any and all help that you are willing to provide to me for my highest good in this time in my life, to help me for my highest good and the highest good of all of the people that are in this situation. Always ask for the highest good for yourself and the other person. The universe has a way of resolving issues and situations for us, so that it's a win-win for both people. And why shouldn't it be a win-win? Why does there need to be, you know, that person's losing out because I'm gaining what I want? It's not about that. There is more than enough energy to go around in this universe. There is no lack. It is just an illusion. And so the increased support that you have been asking for is there for you. It's there instantly. It's like you need to just break down. It's like pulling down the blind and peering over the top and going, oh, that's what it all really looks like over there. It's not this, you know, fear-based darkness and grayness. It's in my face and I can't see anything else. I used to train people to work in my previous job. And part of the role was they would take phone calls. And so whenever there was the very first phone call that they needed to take, and there would be a computer screen sitting in front of them, and it'd have all of the information, and they would have all of it there. They'd have all of it there. They would have had 6 weeks training. All of it's there in front of them. But because of the amount of fear that they are experiencing, they could not physically see anything on the screen. It was just total fear. And I just think that is such a great metaphor for how we actually view the world. If we are in fear, we cannot see what's right in front of our faces. And so you're being asked to breathe into that heart space, to really focus on your breath. The moment that you take 3 conscious breaths, you're actually taking yourself out of the mental mind and into your heart space. And then from there, saying, thank you, universe, I'm so open to all of the support that is available to me in whatever form it may appear. Help me to see it clearly with open eyes and an open heart for the highest good of myself and all, and so it is. So that is Thursday and Friday. Saturday and Sunday. I thought I was going to get on here and this was going to be a really quick weekly reading, but it hasn't turned out that way, and that's okay. I'll just go with the flow. All right, Saturday and Sunday, peridot. I actually have a piece of this in my, I have an abundance crystal grid that I have made up. It's beautiful. Life lessons. You can break free from reoccurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson and the blessings they contain. I love this. I talk about this all the time. Thank you, thank you. All right, so life lessons. So on Saturday and Sunday, it's really a time of reflection. It's really a time of looking at where perhaps are there situations in your life that have given you or still give you, let's face it, still annoy you. You still have a negative reaction. You still get angry over it. You still get peed off. You still look at the other person and go, they are totally to blame. And in some situations, that is the case, right? There are just some really crappy situations out there where we don't have control and we're not a contributor to situations. So I'm excluding all of that. This is just in life in general, we all have a part that we play in the situations that we are experiencing in our life. And in every situation, there is a lesson to be learned. Archangel Jeremiah, his energy is just really coming really strongly. Thank you. I love it. I wish that I could bottle up the feeling that comes inside of me when that happens. Like, it is just such an amazing, it's like all this energy just flows from inside of my body and I'm like, oh. Anyway, if I could like do angel choir singing, I would do that right now, but I can't. I could have, I'm not going to. So Archangel Jeremiah is his beautiful energy, and when I connect to his energy, when I feel his presence, I get this really beautiful pale light blue color. I don't even have anything in here that's similar. It's a beautiful, beautiful, might even just kind of be like the colors in around here, a little bit bluer actually. And it's just this softness. It's just this grace. He has this beautiful, loving, compassionate energy. And so you're really being asked on Saturday and Sunday to invite the energy of Archangel Jeremiah into your heart space and really just say, thank you, Archangel Jeremiah, for removing the illusion of truth that I have created for myself in this situation. Thank you for holding me close and wrapping me up and unveiling and lifting up the illusion that I've created so that I may see the truth of this situation, so that I may clearly see with love my role in this situation, and to reveal to me what lessons are here that I have not yet discovered for myself, and so it is. So I hope that serves you well. Thank you so much. I am liking doing the lives. It is a bit of fun, so I will try and do that a little bit more. But I am away with family this week, which is very exciting. My sister is here from Canada, and I'm very blessed to be spending some time with her. So enjoy the rest of your day. So much love to you all. Have a blessed, blessed week. Thank you for being here. Bye.